Look over here.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality. And we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to the companion piece to our recap episode, where we dive into the looks and give our thoughts and our scores on all the things on the runway. I am Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. I am drinking some water here, finishing it up because y'all saw me on the recap because I know you watched the recap, right? Because you didn't come here without watching the recap, right? Okay, good. So you saw me drinking my water, so it's almost gone. But of course, I have my cup mug, and you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. You'll get the cup mug 2.0 where the logo is over here and over here. So you might want to get that. So get that, lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. You see it. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Might be some delays, but delays do not mean denial because you will still get it. It just might take a minute for you to get it. Thank you.
Delays is not denials, is actual wisdom, though.
That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. You can still get it. It just might take a while to get there. Well, for some people. Now, people here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, you have no excuses. It'll get to you right away. Well, Canada.
I was going to say.
The Postal Service is acting up right now. But, yeah. Anyway, River, go. Take it away. I'll keep talking.
Hi, I'm River, your Brazilian correspondent here on the Cup. And I'm the person that everyone's talking about that has not received the cup mug yet. It is on the way. But while I do not have my cup mug, I am drinking water out of my giraffe mug.
Hello, y'all. My name is Sugar Free. I'm the diabetic fairy of Los Angeles, type 1 diabetic, but that's not a Pokemon type, diabetic type. So I am a fairy flying type today. That's the gist. I just am so excited to be back. I needed a break during the holidays. It is my birthday 2 days after Christmas as well. So it's literally just like, celebrate again. So I rested for that. I'm post that here to talk about some looks for the first time about Canada this season. Excited. And I'm drinking the season. And I'm drinking water from a bottle. And I would say yes. It is not to me. I know the season 5 girlies are watching. I do think you're making good TV, but season 4 was really such a high point for me with Canada and even the DragRace franchise. So I think that this end game could be messy, though. I do think that, and messy in a way that's not just drama fighting each other, but like in the sense of like, ooh, where is this actually going to go in the end? I don't know. So yeah, no, I'm excited to see what the finish line looks like.
Me too. And we're going to jump right into talking about our looks. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button here so you can follow and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single video. Follow all of our other channels. Those links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links so you can listen to us on the go, and our Patreon link so you can check out early access to most of the look over here's and exclusive content across all 4 channels. We could just go get right into it because y'all didn't come to hear us jibber jabber about stuff. Y'all want to talk about looks, so we're gonna do that. Let's get into it. We talked about the Brooke looks on the recap show, so you want to go check that out to get those thoughts. But we're just gonna talk about the wardrobe malfunction looks, and we're gonna start with Minhi Wang. Now, if you didn't see this on the runway, if you didn't see it, you know that when she bends over, the bottom of the dress flips all the way up, and so now it's upside down. River, let's talk about the look.
Okay, so my favorite part is the reveal and how it looks after. I love that. I think it's so creative. It was fun to watch. So I really love the second part of her runway the picture that we're seeing here, I don't really live for. I'm not mad at it. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just, it's a means to an end. Like this feels like it's like it's just there because she needs a pre-look. You know what I mean? It's not, and it needs to be this shape so that it can work the way that it works. So I understand. Visually though, it is not that pleasing to me. I do love the bow, but I died when I think it was Tracy that said that when she came out, she was giving JoJo Siwa. Honestly, I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. Um, but yeah, but the second part of the look was it was just really creative and good, and the presentation was fantastic.
See, I fully agree with you when you said a means to an end. I think that that's how I'm going to be judging a lot of these, is truly being like, okay, did the first one stand on its own? And I think this one, it did just enough. I do like that there's like a little bit of a color ombre. The stoning's nice. I think that big bow is the perfect size to be proportionate with the rest of the dress. That way it still goes up and it doesn't feel like it's like a sort of moment when it connects to the bow. It's nice and big and fluffy. But yeah, no, the way that it worked, the whole reveal was just so fun and great. I'm going to take some points off for her saying I'm just a little girl and then being exposed, because that always just, I don't know, there's an ickiness to that, and I don't think that was really well thought out when like it came out of her mouth. But she said that, and then that happened, and I felt the ick. I always just feel the ick when people bring children or embodying children into it. I think Jimbo's Shirley Temple was a good level of like, being an authentic kid and being a monster, not accidentally.
Just on the line, right? Because like it's the limit.
Like there's a musical, Putnam County Spelling Bee, where they're all playing kids, and it's a line that is met, and just tweak the narration and I'd get behind it more. Why does she's an adult woman to me. I'm going to judge it as if she's an adult woman and not actually think about that.
I agree so very much with everything y'all just said, including the little girl part. Like, yeah, it was a little icky. But I do think it wasn't the dress itself. The first part of the dress is definitely a means to an end. It's just like, we know why it had to look like that. It doesn't look, is it giving me groundbreaking in any capacity like before? Not really. It's just a baby doll dress, and it's big and poofy because when she flips it over and flips up, it needs to have that same effect. It's a good concept. I like how she performed in it. It just wasn't anything to make me go, oh wow. It wasn't anything too mind blowing. You know what I mean? Even the result was like, oh, okay, it's cute. But it wasn't like, I've never seen anything like that before. It's like, oh, we've seen the dress flip upside down before. It's cute. Still a good idea, still a good concept, just cute. But I still liked it. It just wasn't as mind blowing for me. But scores.
80.
85. And I do think that some lusher fabrics for the overdress might have changed my opinion and made it higher. I think that
a different print. Like,
yeah. I also gave it an 85 because, yeah, there we go. Up next is the Virgo Queen.
Am I starting
so
this?
Virgo? Oh, you can.
You started the last one, River.
Oh, not that.
I'm going to mute myself. I'm going to eliminate my...
Right.
No!
Go ahead. You start.
All right. That's when I say I'm a traitor to Lana. Okay. So I loved Virgos, actually. I think the judges weren't like fully positive on it, but I understood it. It was a very couture way of taking on the busting corset sort of trope. In a way of like making the malfunction actually super stylish, which I really appreciated. The hair color, stunning. That girl knows how to do a soft eye. A soft eye on drag is hard, and she knows how to do the lightest shade of brown and make it look so perfect. So like kudos to you, Virgo. Only the makeup people will understand what I'm talking about. Like, but she like really knows how to paint soft. Yeah, no, love it.
I did too. I got it. I liked it. I liked the way she had all the ribbons with the corset like coming out at the back and it was busting out of it. I was like, this is a very fashionable way of showing a malfunction. If this was a dress on a runway in any fashion show and it was so 2 sizes too small on the model and she started busting out of the corset, that's what it would look like. It wouldn't just be all ass all the way out the entire time. It will start unraveling. And that was what this was showing. The unraveling of this corseted dress starting to come undone. And I liked that it was very subtle and it was a lot of all the ribbon and the whatever, the you know what I mean. I like that. I like that. Words are hard. I can't even. But I liked it, and I thought she looked so good in it. I love the hair. I love her makeup. I thought she looked stunning in this. I think the judges did just wanted it to be exaggerated, more exaggerated, and I'm like, I personally didn't need it to be exaggerated. I like the subtlety of it, but I can understand if that's where you fall in line where you want something that's exaggerated, you want it to be big, you want to see the malfunction, then sure, you might not like the subtlety. But I think if you like subtlety in fashion and that, you would appreciate this. And I did. I appreciated this.
Well, I fall more on the side of the judges. Even though, first of all, she looks so good, so beautiful. The dress is beautiful. The hair, love. This is the color that I love the most so far on Virgo with hair. She looks stunning in this color. The dress is beautiful. It fits her perfectly. She presented it perfectly. She knows how to walk a runway. It just, to me, I like to see how I like to, if I know a category, I want to see the look and I want to know how it fits the category. This, to me, if she hadn't explained it, I would never guessed. It to me, I when she explained, I understand how it fits the category, but visually, it didn't translate to me. But I still really like this look. She looks incredible. It just, to me, it didn't really fit the category that much. It fit technically, but if I saw this and I had to guess the category, it would have never come to my mind that it was wardrobe malfunction. So
What would you have
that's it.
guessed? Just curious.
I would have guessed maybe something related to tapes or TV, because that's what it's giving to me, like the VHS tape, you know.
Oh,
So I
I
would have
see
got something
that.
related to that, or something like more
Bondage for
rocker
me.
or motorcycle
I would have
thing,
thought
like
bondage.
rocker leather bondage. Yes,
I see
yeah.
bondage too, for
It,
sure.
that it falls on that category to me, that side.
I totally get that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a great look nonetheless. Yeah.
Absolutely. Scores.
I'm gonna give it a 90.
That's what I gave it, a 90.
We've done the same twice now.
Twice now.
Well, I gave it a 79.
Okay. Wow.
I mean,
Let's
it's
talk
still
about
good.
let's
Your
talk
your
about
your
this.
sugar is gagged.
Yeah, Sugar was gagged by that, like
Look, that's
79.
at least an 80.
Right.
My gosh. Throw it the point.
Give it the point, River. Give it the point. No. Helena Poison. So, okay. For me, I liked the performance of this. I liked how she came out there and gagged everybody with I mean, well, not really gag. The dress falling off was very typical. The gag was when she took the wig off and we had the bald head spot brain happening in her head, and I was like, "Oh, okay, there's the gag." This particular dress is a no. It's a no-go for me. Like, I don't need the dress. That dress doesn't do it for me. But I understand why she did that dress. It was an easier dress to step on it and let it come off. And And did she look fantastic and sexy in her lingerie? Absolutely. Work, girl. You stunned. I thought the performance of this outdid the actual look of this. I thought it was a good performance. The look itself was just all right. And the dress, the first dress, not my favorite.
Yeah, I agree. I think the first dress, the biggest problem is the fabric. This fabric is not. I love this color, but the fabric is not working on the runway. I do really love the hair and how she has the little tiara like on the like. I love this hair on her. Um, and my favorite part was the presentation. She had my favorite like runway presentation story, not the look in particular, but like how she told the story of the theme through her presentation of the look. It was I gagged when the dress came off. Like the reveal was perfectly executed. The acting was great. I did not expect the hair coming out as well. Like that got me. And she looks great with the lingerie look. The body looks correct, great. And she looks hot. So, I mean, I like the presentation more than I like the actual look, but I still really enjoy this.
I'm on the same page as you, like presentation over the physical looks. I think the physical looks are fine. And I do think there's a running theme of this not being maybe everyone's flashiest runways as opposed to like what they can thrift or just, make fit the camp factor. So I'm not going to try to judge these on being the most fashionable consistently. However, I do think that this pink dress doesn't at least photograph well. I didn't remember thinking it didn't fit her as much as I am looking at it now still. I believe when I was watching it, it looks like it fit her body better. But like you said, Lana, this is how you do a front train. That's where the front train is needed when you need to step on it and get rid of your other dress. And then, like you said, River, the body is so good. Oh my God. I want to rip those thighs off and eat it like it's Popeyes. Seriously. That is a damn good leg. And this is my first time speaking on a Canada podcast today. And this is me as a drag queen formally endorsing that Helena Poison is the mug of season 5 of Canada's Drag Race. She is the mug. Y'all could never. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Scores.
Wait, you go first.
I guess it's
you go first. We have a system.
All right. I guess I'll say my score first, which is a 77.
I give it a 78.
I give it a 79.
Period.
How nice. See, we went on the perfect order for that to happen.
That was lovely. You could have really fucked that up.
I really could. It could have been absolutely backwards. But we have Xana.
Okay, first of all, I agree. I didn't really notice it that much when I first saw it, but then when Serene mentioned it, the boobs, I couldn't unsee it. I could not unsee it.
I couldn't unsee it either. I was like, oh
God.
Boobs.
They look like when you first open a coffee filter. Oh, that's what it looks like. It looks like she just opened a coffee filter and just like that's what it looks like. I really enjoy this outfit. Like the actual outfit that she's wearing, not the pieces that she removed to do to fit in the malfunction category. Because honestly, I don't feel like she needed the removal of fabric because she had the skirt open in the back and she had like the ripped skirt, so that would be enough, I think, because the removal of the fabric was really, it didn't add anything. Actually, it took off from the presentation and from the look to me, because I really like everything about this look besides the boob and the things that she removed. Everything else is great. And Xana has a great mug. Like, I'm obsessed with her face.
Oh my God, the liner she did last week, it looks like the Captain Falcon symbol. I was obsessed with it. So it's so hard. I love a lot of things about this look. The color palette is great. I just think she mentioned that she's a burlesque performer, and I think she should have leaned into that and done something maybe more like what Bendela Crown did for All Stars 3, which was like the titty mishaps that kept happening. I'm not saying literally do that. I'm saying use that burlesque background to like, you know how things should come off, so why not subvert the expectations there? You do this and then your skirt falls down and it's like, whoa, why did that happen there? And you could see that there was a concept and you could see that she had an intent. I just don't think it played out as good as she thought it would play out in the walk. And also, okay, I think we should have a segment talking about all the things that Xana's boobs look like besides boobs. Okay, it looks like clay when you're modeling clay. That's another one for me. It sort of looks like tater tots that haven't been cooked yet. What's it called? It's like a squash.
When you get a new sports bra and you have to remove the inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That.
Kind of looks like elbows a little bit.
The elbow pad. Mm-hmm. Like when you remove an elbow pad from it. Yes.
Yep.
Very.
The cone, the funnel cones that you get from the gas station, you know, those things when you're about to put oil in your car. Yep.
And that was the segment where we talk about all the things that Xana's boobs look like besides boobs.
Yes. This look was not my favorite look. I will say I liked the initial outfit when it came out. And then the boobs happened. I was like, oh, okay. But then it was like everything else when she started taking the stuff off and it was falling. I was like, okay, it's happening. It is malfunctioning, I guess. But instead of it looking like it malfunctioned, it looked like it didn't look like a malfunction. It looked like it was supposed to happen. It looked very tearaway. And so that's what I didn't like about it, because instead of it looking like a malfunction, it looked like a tearaway. Like, this is supposed to happen. Tear away this part of the dress and then tear away this part of the dress. So it was why it kind of lost the fantasy for me. But I don't think the initial outfit is a bad look. It just wasn't my favorite look. I think this week was a rough week for Xana, and as far as both of the looks that she produced. But still, her mug is going to always be good. And so, like, I like this hair on her. I like this mug on her. I like the outfit. I just wish it wasn't as intentional as it was. I want it to be like a malfunction instead of just, tear away. But other than that, it was all right. It was all right. So, scores.
72.
Okay, I'm sorry, Xana. You seem lovely, but because you're kinky, I think you'll appreciate it. 69. Sure.
I gave it a 75. Let us move on to Miss Perla. Let's move on to the drunkness of Perla.
This bitch.
This photo is the perfect energy. You can just hear the hi. So Perla, I increasingly find to be one of the more fascinating people on this season. After episode 1, when they were like, yeah, I did really bad. Well, learn my lesson. And she did. She really did. I love this look. The way that this is where the presentation shows the this doesn't mean reveal. It just means have the malfunction. This malfunction is she has her dress tucked into her panties and also spilt bedazzled wine all over it. It's so cute. I love the disgusting black tights with the white shoe. Shouldn't be allowed in the church. The gloves. I love the blunt bang on this also. I think that's a great way. And the fact that it's like really only on one side. Like, she looks like a disaster of a human that I want to follow around with a camera. So I think she kind of slayed it.
I absolutely agree with you. I have been obsessed with Perla since episode 1. And it just continues to grow and grow. My obsession with this woman is starting to get scary. Like if I was Perla, I'll be like, girl, don't talk to me because you are getting too close. You're too much. I love her so much. This was so good. Like the fact that she was just like, I'm just gonna be drunk with this skirt tucked in, and then like you said, the bedazzled wine, the detail, the lipstick smeared all over the side of her face, and she's just leaning in. And then on top of that, she's like, "This is I'm sober for 4 years, and I just had to look at myself and how I used to be in the face and just face it and be like." That was me. I was that stupid girl drinking too much and trying to be, hey, and then like now it's like I can look back on that and say, laugh at it and be like, I'm not that girl anymore. It's two different worlds. And I love that for her. I love this look. I loved her performance. I am so obsessed with Perla. It's sick. I should be checked out. I need to be checked out.
Lana, I am exactly on the same page as you. I
We
mean,
need,
I did not start as strong as you did, but baby, I got there very quickly. Oh, very quickly, you know? And honestly, this, y'all mentioned the rhinestone wine coming up, and it goes to the shoe.
to the
So the
show.
only one shoe. It's the attention to detail for me, because also this is very realistic. As a person that is also sober uh, from alcohol, I was this person, and I was obsessed with it before she explained the whole reasoning behind the outfit. But she sold it perfectly, because I have all of this has happened to me. Having an outfit with alcohol spilled, having my dress or skirt tucked into my panties has happened, and the fucked up makeup, all of that. But also the rhinestone wine bottle, bitch. I everything about this, everything about her. And then when she came out and said that this was about her sobriety journey, it made me love you even more. And I'm obsessed with her, with this look. The presentation was everything. She's so camp, so funny. Mm,
Love it.
mm, mm.
Scores.
Gonna give this 96.
Oof. Yes. What did I give it? I gave it a 90.
And I gave it a 95.
Oh. And last but definitely not least, Miss Makayla Couture. And it's me because I get to go. Okay. Yellow looks great on Makayla. Yellow
Mhm.
looks phenomenal on Makayla. Let's start there. Anytime she puts on anything yellow and orange, I'm like, work, 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 mama. It looks good. I like the butterfly. I like what she was trying to do. And then when she turned around and the back was just out, I was like, okay, that's a wardrobe malfunction. But then when she told us that that wasn't the actual malfunction that was supposed to be the malfunction, I was like, wait, well, what was supposed to be the malfunction?
It was an
And
actual,
right,
like,
it was an
literal.
actual malfunction. Like it literally just happened.
I'm so
Mhm.
curious what the actual gag
Me
was supposed to
too.
be.
Me too.
Yes.
I'm like, what is the actual one supposed to be? Like, can you show us? I wish they
And
would
why
have.
couldn't she do both?
Yeah, no, she said it had to do with the butterflies, so that was like a nod to Asia O'Hara's thing. So I'm like, why does the back of your skirt negate
The
this?
What
right.
exactly?
So I kind of was like, I wish it was more. This is a simple, beautiful dress. Like this is a Sunday go to meeting dress. I can see this at any pastor's wife wearing this to church in the morning on Sunday morning. It's a really pretty Sunday go to meeting dress. I wanted it a little bit more. I think this is the exaggeration that I was talking about with Virgo, that I understand people why they wanted it more. And since this malfunction was not intended to be the malfunction, but ended up being the malfunction, it's still a malfunction and it still happened on the runway and it still fit the brief. But I'm like, but it made me more curious about what the actual one was. And that I can't get that out of my head. I can no longer say, Well, that back thing is going to be it because now I really want to know what the actual malfunction was. So it was fine. She looks pretty, but it was fine.
No, she looks
Look,
gorgeous, like you said.
I do not have balls, but this was the biggest case of blue balls for me.
Yes.
Because when she came out, I was so excited because I immediately was like, oh, she's doing a nod to Asia O'Hara, the butterflies. I was like, I was expecting it. I was excited. I was ready. I was ready to eat this up. And then she just turned around and honestly didn't even sell it. She just looked confused. I don't like she could have even if she decided to just do the actual malfunction and cut the other one, she could have done that better. And it like in a the presentation could have been better. This outfit is good. The hair is beautiful. She looks great, but just it was so disappointing. That's all. It was just disappointing, but she looks beautiful.
No, she looks beautiful. Yellow definitely is her color. She loves doing neon for her eyes, and I think that's a gorgeous signature she should keep doing. Um, I'm like, how do I start this? Because I can't say anything else about the malfunction that wasn't a malfunction that was, or whatever that was. But I do want to talk about the actual look and the styling of this, and sort of like Makayla's wardrobe so far. I'm starting, for me, I don't know how y'all feel, starting to get sort of a disconnect between the previous look and the look prior and the look prior. I'm starting to lose who Makayla Couture is in her presentations for her wardrobe in a way that I didn't feel about Kimmy or Isis in the slightest. And I hate comparing you to your house, but you're part of a very big fashion house specifically. And I think we're starting to see that they're not fully thinking about how, because I expected from episode 1, their first runway, I was like, that's who I expect Makayla Couture to be. Fun and youthful, but still glamorous and exuberant. And for me, this gives more costume. This gives me Effie Trinket from the Hunger Games. And I don't mean that as a read. I think that that's still a valid look, but I don't see Makayla from week 1 wearing this at this point. At least the way it was styled here. I'm missing the youthfulness. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Absolutely.
No, I agree.
I agree
agree.
100%. Scores, I gave this a 78.
I gave it a 75.
I gave it a 65 just because that the malfunction not working plus the styling for who you are.
Yeah.
This was a miss for me.
What
I'm
could
sorry,
have
love.
been? What could have been with this?
What could have been? it would
Yeah.
it
We'll
it
never
could've-
know. I mean, I hope she does like something on Instagram that to show us because I
Yeah.
would love to see it.
I will change it. I will change my score, Makayla. Show me what your actual malfunction
Right.
was, and maybe it justifies
Yes.
everything.
We'll
I
redact.
truly I will redact in a minute if you put it on Instagram. And if
Makayla, I'm nobody. My opinion doesn't actually matter that much. But
nobody.
still, please change my
But
mind.
please do it. Please do it. Please. Well, I know you watch this podcast, so please, Makayla, put the real what it is going to be, because we love you and we want to see what the real malfunction would have been. But
Oh, I do love that her brain went there.
yeah,
Like even if she didn't do it, I love that she's got this category and had the idea to do Asia O'Hara. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Well, that is that, y'all. We have talked about all the looks that we're going to talk about here. We appreciate you spending your time with us. We're going to get out of here, but you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Hit the notification bell. Do all the things that say you support us, and we appreciate you. All the links to all of our other channels will be in the description below. Please click that, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon links, and our social links at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And you can follow us if you want. I forgot to change the banners to put sugars on there, but we'll put it in the description below. I just realized that we didn't put your thing in there and on the sticker banner, but it will be in the description below. Absolutely. So check out Sugar's. You can follow Sugar as well. I just looked at it. It was like, I literally just
Not
looked
the
at it. Was
sugar
like
erasure.
the erasure is gone. I just looked at it. Was like, oh, Logan is still there, not sugar. But we'll put it in the description
Logan
below.
Logan could never be this glamour.
Never, ever.
Don't
Y'all
you dare!
check-
This bang is doing all the fury for me.
All the work. It's doing the work. You look stunning. So follow sugar as well. And before I get in more trouble, I'm just gonna go because and get your cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm in trouble. Cheers, y'all. Bye.